Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. Well, I like to start off always with the journaling question for those of you who like to do writing and kind of spontaneous first thought, best thought. And my journaling question has to do, what does it mean to be kingly or queenly? I use these archetypes this week. We'll be going over king and queen, male and female warrior, male and female lover, and the male and witch and the wizard, or the magician and the medial woman. So what does it mean to be kingly or queenly? So that means each one of us has the center of power, like a CEO of the psyche, and its job is to decide. It has a scepter of power. It rules the realm for the good of the people, unless you're a shadow king or queen. So I ask you, how do you use your power to serve the community? What resources do you provide for your community? And how do you guide yourself in what I call the line of nurturance, which is about blessing people and raising them up in their own estimation? So you want to share that? I'd love to hear what you have to say about that, and I would share where I am. All right, so Monday is Poetry Day. This is reputedly to be found in the compound of where Mother Teresa is, but it turned out to be from a Harvard businessman's graduate class. It's called Anyway. People are often unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you're kind, people may accuse you of selfish or ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you're successful, you'll win some unfaithful friends and genuine enemies. Succeed anyway. If you're honest and sincere, people may deceive you. Be honest and sincere anyway. What you spend years creating, others could destroy overnight. Create anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, some will be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today will often be forgotten. Do good anyway. Give the best you have, and it'll never be enough. Give your best anyway. In the end, in the final analysis, it's between you and God. It never was between you and them anyway. Oh, thank you so much for that little reminder. All right. Now on to what we're doing for today. When I do these things to remind myself, but also, as I said, it's all personal. There's nothing personal in it. It's all about me, but there's nothing personal in it. Find the archetypal or psychological associations and you'll get where I'm coming from, which means don't put up with giving yourself second best. You deserve the best. So my teacher taught me that yoga is an ancient but ever fresh, flourishing culture which teaches you not to lose heart about what our human heritage is. It's a conviction and a faith in a certain way of life which protects us from spiritual poverty. It reflects the core of our being when you study this and practice this, and it teaches you how to maintain an even attitude in your daily life and skill in the performance of your actions. Yoga karmasu kasalam, yoga is skill in action. So it teaches you that there are two wings to the yoga bird called abhyasa and vairagya. One is to practice and one is to detach yourself. So wisdom in this tradition comes from steady, earnest, devoted, attentive, reverential, long, uninterrupted practice, and the humility that comes with replacing any kind of intellectual or spiritual arrogance or pride. Now, mystic forms, as Joseph Campbell would say, are very much alive on our psyche today, even though people have debunked mythology. Remember, it's an artful arrangement of lies that tells the truth. Totally false on the outside, totally true on the inside. But to recognize it in your own tradition and find the mystic hint of mint behind it. See the symbolic tales that talk about the spiritual powers inherent in every human being. So it's not to be understood simply literally or historically, nor is it to be understood naturally as science shows, but metaphorically, imagistically, archetypally, psychologically. Then it really connects. How do you know? Well, Spirit's nearness in your life is unrefutably clear proof indispensable. You feel it, you know it, it's flowing through you. And so, although for everybody happiness is a concern of how to get it, how to keep it, how to recover it, it's the secret motive behind what makes us endure. The belief that we'll be happy, we could be happy, even if it's just a moment. So if you want persistent enthusiasm, that comes from having grateful admiration for the gift of life that keeps plugging you back in and revivifying you amongst all the other difficulties that we face. So, as the Sufis say, materiality extends in successive refinements until it becomes what is generally considered to be separate from material plane, which is spirit. But it's not, it's a continuum. Remember Einstein's phrase, spirit, matter is spirit reduced to the point of visibility. Great one-liner. So if you want to ascertain this, scrutinize this, study this, go ahead. But remember, they say the riches are deep in the sea, and if you seek the safety on the shore, you're never going to get it. So dive down, friends. Decide what you want, and then align yourself with your decision and watch how the universe will deliver the means for you. Do what you can, and then let go of controlling all those things that you can do nothing about. Can't control your dog, you can't control your spouse, you can't control your kid, you can't control your weather, you can't control the world. Control your own little square inch field and see how that helps you integrate a little bit. So I hope that today you continue to honestly try to live the best life you're capable of. And remember, you can't lose anything worth having by acquiring the knowledge of truth. Sacrifice? Certainly, there has to be, but only those things you'd be happier without. So I hope as you go about your day, you will affirm omnipresence, present everywhere, absent nowhere, deny ultimate power to error and limitation. Don't feed the negative thoughts, starve them to death, don't nourish them, refuse to give them expression, and you'll see the joyous spirit flowing through you. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.